Hello, and welcome to We Hate Skill Windows, a podcast about hating skill windows and also reviewing webtoons and manhwa that have to do with power fantasies. Today we have plus 99 reinforced wooden stick. Uh, let's go over the synopsis, shall we? Jiu is a player of a VR game called Chrono Life. He is also embarrassed for being a noob. So utterly humiliated by this, he decides to take an upgrade hammer to all of his equipment. The upgrade hammer, obviously, has diminishing returns because the larger you upgrade, the more your equipment might break. I don't know why he's playing a game with such harsh requirements, but you know what? Screw it, I guess. He breaks all his armor. And then suddenly, in his despair, a child appears and gives him a stick. In desperation, he upgrades the stick and upgrades the stick until it's a plus 99 reinforced wooden stick. And then he dropped the stick, and like 18,000 users died. And
What's
yeah,
800,000?
oh, 800,000. Ooh, even better. Yep. And he instantly became the Saitama of that world. Except if Saitama wore no clothes. Because this man only wears his whitey tighties and nothing else, and a cape.
And the cape.
But the cape's not for modesty because he doesn't care. He shows it all. But yeah, that's yep, that's the thing. Let's let's discuss it, shall we? Uh, I let's just preface this with the best I got. I didn't enjoy this. I really didn't enjoy this.
Mm.
Did you enjoy this one? Did you like this one? Let's not even say enjoy. Like when reading it, did you go, "Oh man, I can't wait for the next chapter"?
Mm,
Because I read
not
the
necessarily
chapters
saying that.
and I was like, "This is cringe." Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
Well, let's just go into our notes about why I don't like it at least, and then give you some time to think about what you feel. So, first off, he gets this in like the first what, like 10 chapters, I think. The healing factor skill. This is a skill, a passive. Any amount of damage taken is instantly recovered. You are immune to status effects such as poison, ailments, and paralysis. Any amount of damage taken is instantly recovered. What type of game gives you this ability? Why would this be in the game? I understand that Chrono Life is meant to be like everything and everything. But this is insane. And it has no cooldown. You'd expect this to have like a week long cooldown. No, it's perpetual. Yeah. So anyway, we start with that. Now you know he's practically invincible. And every time he resurrects, he goes into this whole like body horror thing where he does like an Orochimaru and like emerges from his torso as a head. And I'm like, why do you do that? But also like the series has huge potential for horror. Like if the author drew a horror, I would be like, wow, you were made for this. But yeah. There's a character. She's referred to mostly as Roach Lady, but her name is Luna. She's the goddess of life and the sin of lust. Uh, she's drawn exceptionally well. It's very fan servicey. but she's also like a Rachel type character. And I say Rachel type character in the hopes that people reading this will know about Tower of God and therefore know how painful Rachel is. And now that you know that, imagine that, but like wearing also very revealing clothing and also just being a pain in everyone's butt. Yeah. Uh oh yeah, there's also this funny and very cute dragon thing that floats around because the main character forced him to be his sword. He's an ego sword. His name is Urus, I think, or Eurus. Anyway, the thing's really cute. I'm sure when I make the thumbnail, I'll slap him on there. He's cute, damn it. He's very cute. I want him as a plushie. I saw that plushies of him were made, and I think sold by Webtoons. But this was definitely like a while ago. I'm sure I could not actually get it. This looks like a cute thing I could hug. Cute creature. But yeah. What have you got for me? What are you thinking? You got any complaints? Surely you do.
In the beginning, I was, I don't know. I feel like the secretly OP trope is done a bit too much. Sony like actively referenced it.
And
I was,
actively did it with the intention of
yeah,
doing it and was like, "Yep, this is what I'm doing." It wasn't even like unintentional or something. He wanted to do it.
you know,
Yeah.
and I guess it just didn't feel.
I
I
mean,
was definitely just slightly annoyed by just the overdone trope
I,
being played out again.
yeah. Plus, like Captain Love was like super weak, so it wasn't even like him. It was just like it's like the commercials. It was like the main character was the level 99 mob boss, and this was like a level 10 guard. Why are they hanging out? Where's the level 20 mob boss, mafia boss that beats the level 1 crook, huh?
The level 100 Mafia Donna appears.
Yeah, and drives away with the girl in his car, and then like the mafia crook goes to prison and gets beat up again. Yeah, I know those commercials. I've watched too many of them. What do you think about chapter 35? I have this noted down. If you don't remember it, let's talk about it briefly. Chapter 35 is when you get introduced to Star and her story. You remember Star?
Yeah,
The kid with the stick who had like
yeah,
some debilitating disease IRL. And
yeah.
from 35 to like 37, they go through Star's story. And like for some reason it caught me so off guard. I was actually sad. Like I didn't expect the feels from this, you know?
Yeah.
But it was actually pretty well done. And then at the end the author was like, this is based on a true story for a girl who's now in heaven or something. And I was like, damn it, author, you can't do this. You can't like, you can't do that. But aside from that, it just gets worse. After episode 37, the one of the main characters, Captain Love, gets a redesign, a forced redesign. And she goes from having a pretty normal outfit for a video game to having female armor.
Yeah.
Except it's not even female armor, it's just female clothing in a video game. So it's super, like, scantily clad lingerie, essentially. And
Yeah.
they also talk about how the character who is using this character, the player IRL, is 17. And then they proceed to sexualize the heck out of her.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. In
Wow.
episode 47, they gender bend the main character. And I hate it. I hated it. He's sort of like immoral looking in his regular appearance, you know? Because he's just got
Yeah.
underwear on. Him as a girl made no. It was not pleasant. He like tried to be seductive for like part of it. I was like, no, stop. I don't want this fan service. I don't even care for the Roach lady's thighs. Take me out of here. Like I want nothing to do with this. And then they gender vent love or Captain Love, which is fine. But somehow her male outfit looked a lot more normal, and she actually had pants on. But then why is her female one so annoying? I don't know.
I feel like her male or female forms were equally scandalous.
Maybe it's because we got used to seeing the undies, you know? Jiu.
Yeah.
Jiu's main form just has him like bare chested, but for some reason they all got six packs, man.
Yeah.
They all have six packs. Uh, and then I have a note. Episode 49. I don't think I like this anymore. The body mutilation and redo of healer type of heal attack on Webtoon of all things. I put down a note that I expect this from Asura, but not from Webtoon. And also not from Ashoda. And to end off that chapter, Biblical Angels though. I vibe with that.
Oh yeah, that was cool. When I saw the biblical representation of angels, I
Right?
was
I
like,
was like, thank
hey.
God we don't have just like really attractive people as angels again. They were actually like the like massive wings and eyes. Ah, it's nice. I was like, Thousand Eyes Restrict, your family is here. A good time. You remember that? Was it
Uh,
Thousand Eyes Restrict and like Hundred Eyes something?
I don't remember the other one. Thousand Eye Strict is the good one. That's all I know.
Was it though? What was its
Is that
ability?
the?
Just like to suck in the opponent's monster and take its attack?
Yeah, it just steals someone's monster. I think.
Thousand Eyes Restrict. Let's go on a small tangent to cleanse my soul from this horrific thing I've stumbled into. Oh, Thousand Eyes Idol is the other one. Other monsters on the field cannot change their battle positions or attack. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Equip that target to this card. This card's attack and defense become equal to the equipped monsters. If this card would be destroyed by battle, destroy that equipped monster. Yeah, it's just free, like, removal. So I'm gonna
Oh,
put.
Relinquished was the really good. It's also really good
Wait,
too.
really? Oh, was
Yeah.
Relinquish just like the easier version of it? Yes, it was.
Or
It was
Thousand Eye
better.
Restrict is
Wait, why did he make Thousand Eyes Restrict happen? Relinquish is better.
or
Awesome.
Thousand Eye Restrict you can once per turn. Relinquished can only
Oh,
do
it's
it
just
when
you
it's
can target. Oh wait,
one
no, once
time.
per. No, it's still once per turn.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just better.
Wait, what's the difference between the two?
Nothing. I guess it's just screwed up and made a worse monster somehow. I don't think anything is worse. Hold on. Thousand Eyes Restrict. Other monsters cannot change. Once per turn, you can target. Yeah, once per turn, you can target one monster. Equip that. Attack and defense. If this card will be destroyed, destroy that equipped monster instead. While equipped with that monster, any battle damage you take from battles involving this card inflicts equal effect damage to your. Like, the fact that it inflicts effect damage is actually insane too. Because it's not battle damage. You can't, like, negate it easily. Well, you can probably still negate it easily. With current meta, yeah, there's no chance. Also, I put a picture of Thousand Eyes Idol into the chat. You wanna look at that? and tell me how annoyingly horrific that looks. It's got that thing
Okay.
that people don't like, the like what's whatever something phobia, like the
Oh,
fear of holes.
yeah.
Got a lot of holes. Looks like one of those things that you'd like pop as a kid, like the stress balls that like you
Oh
squeeze them and like
yeah.
ooze comes out. Oh, they were horrific. I hated them so much.
Well,
What, you liked them?
fastballs are nice.
No, I I disagree. Did they ever make more than? Oh, what the heck? What is this? Millennium Eyes Restrict. Relinquish plus one effect monster. This is worse. This you can only target effect monsters with this. And it's only when your opponent activates a monster effect you can target one effect monster and gain.
That once per turn, or is it?
It's still once per turn. No,
Oh,
it is one effect monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard. So that's pretty good.
oh.
And also monsters without equipped names name cannot attack. Also effects on the field and activate effects are negated. Oh, it is better. Oh,
Mm.
interesting. Why did they make more relinquished cards? Why did they do that to themselves? I don't know. Weird. Weird, weird. Why'd you do that? These are strange. There's a link monster.
Oh.
You can target one face-up monster this card points to. Equip that face-up monster to the card. You can only use the effects of Languished Anima once per turn. This card gains attack equal to the equipped monster. I I mean, you really only have to what link one level 1 monster. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Who's gonna play this stuff? Okay. Anyway, uh unlike Relinquished, or actually, you know what? Similar to Relinquished, our main character also has a horrific ability called Veracity. Let's talk about that, shall we? Body horror. He gains this ability after like killing essentially like Cell from Dragon Ball, and then it just manifests through this like horrific gray sludge tentacle. And you can just like summon usually out of his mouth because he's disgusting, and he'll just like slurp on people, and it allows him to steal skills, and it's disgusting. I hate it. There's a lot of things in this thing that I sort of hate and feel disgusted by. You want to just rate it?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. Well, let's throw this at you. I feel like I'll go first too much. What's the art for you?
That was
Also,
a
because I
10.
don't know. It's a 10?
That was a 10.
Ah, but is it Redice? No, but
I
is
was
it?
pretty impressed.
Yeah. I'm inclined to actually give it a 10. It I'll give the art a 10 because the artist is clearly really talented. I hate it still. It's like a cursed 10. This artist can make the most cursed faces appear on anything.
Alright.
The most cursed faces. Holy. I thought the greatest estate developer had some cursed faces. No. This thing these are cursed faces. I these are faces that make me think of Kilstagram.
You're right.
It's not a good thing. Thinking of Kilstagram is trying to think of a thing, is trying to like it's bringing repressed memories to light, you know?
Oh, I don't want to think about those thoughts.
Oh, you don't? What if I
No.
hold on real fast? I can find him.
Uh,
I've got the guy. He's in my pictures somewhere. Where's that guy? Where's that fucker? This is the Killstagram guy. Here, I'm DMing it to you right now.
No,
You wanna check your DMs? It's him.
no.
It's your boy. Look at him.
Oh, from
Incredible.
scared.png. What do you mean?
Isn't that beautiful? If you're not familiar, Killstagram also a webtoons horror webtoon. Pretty interesting, but horrific faces really did not make me enjoy reading it. And I read most of the chapters at night, and I'd actually have nightmares. That's so bad. I don't know why I did this to myself. Killstagram had an art style. This, honestly, the horror part feels like Instagram, but like worse, more cursed, far more cursed. All right, well, what's the story?
Hmm.
Let's see. From the first, well, the story's it's not bad. No, well, do we lump character story into characters or story?
It's story.
Story. Okay, then I'm gonna point out that the fact that we never get Roach Lady's anything is annoying. She's like a pain in everyone's ass, but like we don't know why. And she hints towards this like whole thing where she wants to see the game end, which implies that she's either like a maybe she's like a dev or something, or maybe I don't know, there's some sappy story about her being like trapped into the game or something. Because mind you, this lady actively like invades Jiu's house.
Yeah.
He lives in a high-rise apartment with good security, and she just appears in his bed. She's definitely not real, right?
Hmm?
Right? That doesn't make sense. And every time she appears, the main character's like, "Stop that! I'm gonna call the cops," and then never does.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the main character is 21, Sarang Han or Captain Love. She is 17. She is also
Yep.
heavily sexualized. Maybe this is just a Korean thing. I don't know. The Roach Lady? At least she's 21. At least she's 21. But no, we want a love story between the 17-year-old and the 21-year-old virgin. Yeah, that'll help drive sales. Why? I don't know. It's also idol culture. How is he gonna get through that barrier? Let's just be
Also,
realistic. He's not. The fans will tear him to shreds. You know? Absolutely destroy him. There are idols, and I know this is probably true for Korea because it's true for Japan. If like a Japanese idol, even a VTuber says that or like even tries to like hint that she's dating someone, the whole fan base goes to war against the company, against the VTuber herself. And then they have to go out and do a public apology and be like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I might have caused you to think that I was dating someone. I swear I'm only loyal to you guys, my fans." Like what is this? What is this BS? It's like this whole logic that like idols have to stay pure and untouchable or something. But like these are these are people. They've got lives. Man, I don't know. Even the what do you call them really? The like booby streamers on Twitch. Even those people get that sort of hate. And the whole thing about
yeah.
like Amaranth getting threatened and death threats over having a husband or something. Yeah. Simps are stupid. Let's just put it out there. They're stupid people. And they make irrational decisions based on the hard level of direction or something. It just no thoughts. Ah, I don't enjoy it. I feel like this is a stupid thing. But you know what? I'm not part of the idol culture. I'm sure there's some logic to it that I don't understand. But anyway, what do you? If you got a story score, let me know. I'll try to think about my own story score, I guess. Because
So hard to say, cause
I mean, it sort of falls into every other issue with like MMO virtual world things, right? Everything's so self-contained.
well,
Like these are quests, yes, but in the first place, the main character basically like one shot clears quests. So there's not even like a huge point to most of the game. It's just him showing up and swing up, swing down.
yeah.
So not too sure. I mean, was it enjoyable? I'll tell you this much. It wasn't. Was it way too long? The answer, yes, it was. Why are these chapters so long? I'm gonna talk about that. So like general webtoon chapters, you like read a chapter and like, damn, I sort of want more. You read this chapter and then you just keep scrolling and you keep scrolling. And at some point you're like, I'm still on chapter 20. I've been reading for hours. It just doesn't feel. Why are they so long? And why is it so painful? Why is it so cringe? I don't know. I didn't enjoy reading it. I just.
I didn't hate its humor.
Oh, you
That
do?
was I didn't yeah, I didn't actually hate the humor, so it wasn't that bad for me.
Oh, I do. I don't like the toilet humor. The like JoJo's Part 3 humor. The like,
Ugh.
dick joke, hoo hoo hee hee. Ass joke, ha ha hee
Okay,
hee. Ooh hoo poop
that part's just
jokey.
kind of, but I
And
didn't
then
find it
the
like
whole like,
terrible.
I mean, it was that, a lot of stupid gags with Polnareff.
It does have a lot of gags.
But this one just has a lot of stupid gags with him making like a orgasm face every time he like swings a stick. And the first few times you're like, okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can keep doing that. Yeah, keep it up. And the next few times you're like, okay, let's stop that. And then he made someone his underwear, his sentient ego underwear, and then used it to manifest giant arms. It came out of his dick. Uh,
Came out of his underwear.
okay, yeah. Sorry, it's still webtoons, but you know, on different sides, I'm sure he would have fucking split his dick in two and manifested flesh arms out of that.
Uh,
And then there were like a few panels where, for some reason, he's like real excited into beating enemies, and it's got his like full-on nipples out. Doesn't happen a lot. He usually censors it. But there's two or so instances where I see the man with his full nips out in the open. And I'm like, I didn't, I didn't sign up for my eyes to be attacked like this. I really didn't. And then they're like, it's fine, guys. Here's some fan service of the Roach lady's thighs. And I'm like, I don't care. But yeah, that's more so for the character design than anything else. He succeeded. Arthur, Arthur has succeeded in making some genuinely hateable characters, i.e., just Roach Lady. She's the only one. But we'll give. I didn't hate the story. I It's like doable, and it got me sometimes. The star thing, that was that was heartwarming. I like that. But it's a comedy, damn it. And there was comedy in the beginning, and then he just started one-shotting things. And then it's like One Punch Man, except he really doesn't have any morals or clothing, and it just isn't as fun. Because One Punch Man, you feel epic and cool. You know this man's just gonna beat the shit out of anything he sees. He doesn't care. He really doesn't. He's also like really greedy and opportunistic, and like a major pain in everyone's ass. And people can't do anything about it because he's like the strongest OP player in the game. It's very tropey as well. There's the whole arc about like an admin who's using admin privileges to become powerful. And like, yeah, that's a pretty common trope in these type of worlds. Like an admin
Wait,
abusing
really?
power.
I
I
don't
feel
actually
like
usually see that.
I've read a few where like an admin type player enters and is like, okay, well, enough of that. And then they like show up and try to use their own power to shut down the MC.
Oh, I see like types where like the admins are like, "Oh, we have to stop him. He's going too far." But this time he was just like a
Just a
he was an
gritty
actual player.
pain, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different, I guess. I was just, yeah. Maybe the intro is different, but it still felt just like, oh well, haha, it's the admin. Who would have saw this coming? He's OP. Gotta stop him, guys. How do we stop him? Oh, by having the chairman beat him up. Uh,
That
giving
was
it
kind of funny.
a 4 for effort, I guess. I really didn't enjoy this. I mean, you didn't care for the humor, so you can definitely give it a better score. For me, every chapter was such a pain to get through. I like
Oh,
knew from the first 10 chapters that I was not gonna like this, and to keep reading.
I feel like the author did a good job of making the story feel very connected to the player's goals. Like it didn't just feel like I don't know, a new event started or just like some random thing
You
happened.
sure?
It felt very character
Luna
driven.
did a lot of stupid shit and made some very illogical things happen. Like, why did
I
Yofi the
don't
warrior have
know.
to be resurrected as Wrath or whatever?
I mean, they revealed it in the story later.
Yeah. Also did the very tropey thing of like, oh, the greatest warrior became the demon lord. And then why did she resurrect Huracan? And then they talk about like a fragment of God, but it turns out that's like a misleading thing.
Yeah, it's just a mythical item.
Yeah. But if they really held on to that term and like threw it around a whole bunch.
Yeah, they just abandoned it there. Like we're done with
And then they're
that.
like, no, joke's on you, it's just mythical items. Haha. It was important. You said it was important. It made me think it was like this whole thing about why Captain Love was important. No, she just happened to buy a pricey thing away from a whale guild.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Stupid is what I felt from it. We can't move on until you've got a solid verdict.
I'll give it a 6.
A 6. Right, that'll work. Uh, characters. I did not like the characters. Have you already heard that? In these 34 minutes, have you heard me complain about the characters yet? Main character, he's 21. He's a pain. He's obviously lived a hard life. I can understand that. But also, the first thing that he does with his money is buy like a huge sports car and then immediately crash it.
In front of a bunch of he's like trying to flex on these losers.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, well, oh no, my poor
Please buy
car.
another one.
Doesn't matter, just buy another one. He's he's what I would hate seeing if some fucker won the lottery the next day, you know? And there's like news of this guy just like driving a bunch of sports cars around just to like crash them. I'd be like, dude, you're literally sitting on like generational wealth. What the fuck? Can you like not do that?
Uh,
It just pains me. Not to mention that he's just an unlikable individual in my opinion. Outside of the game, he's a lot more bearable. But why did he have to buy a tracksuit? Why is this like Korea's
uh,
obsession? Do you know why? Because it's prevalent in
uh,
Japan as well. Maybe also China, I'm not sure. Everyone just wears tracksuits. Like, if I search up why is Asia obsessed with tracksuits, I don't think I'm gonna get anything. Oh yeah, Russian people do wear Adidas a whole bunch. Apparently.
possible ad campaigning, I guess. Some Adidas must have really hit it off with Asia.
There's apparently a hype beast brand in Asia. That's true.
What?
Hype beast is pretty huge in Asia.
What's
Asian
hype piece?
hip hop culture. Have you not seen like hype beast shirts and wear?
Maybe I have, I just don't actively know the name of the
I feel like I've seen it around.
brand.
I don't know. You usually see like rich international students wearing this stuff.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't describe what it was. Um. Uh. Yeah. I guess Adidas because the Chinese knockoffs as well. But then why Korea? Hmm.
questions.
Questions. Very questions. I can't seem to find anything huge. Uh. Apparently. Yeah. No. I don't. I don't understand. Well, we'll have to look into this more. You know what? 37 minutes in. If you know the answer, put it down below. Give us a comment. Tell us why Korean Asian population is so obsessed with tracksuits to the point that this man with his hard-earned money from a video game went out and bought a car and $1 million tracksuit. Why? He could have like bought actual clothes, I don't know. But clearly tracksuits and like slippers is the way to go. And it's not just this one, almost every other one I've read where the main character, like, I don't know, he's a returner from another world or he returns from a dungeon or something. Their first thing is like, okay, I'm in the real world. It's time to buy myself a tracksuit and slippers. Like, why? I. Why? Do people in Korea actually dress like this? And if not, then why? I,
I wear slippers a lot. All of my relatives wear slippers.
no, yeah, but like slippers IRL in public.
Mm,
Like walking around
oh,
on
it's
the
kind of
street.
weird.
Like you would just walk out with slippers and like bare feet, like Adidas slippers.
Probably not.
No, yeah, I wear slippers in the house because that's what we're conditioned to do. But like outside on the street, that's like a white people thing. It's just not an Asian person thing. Actually, I don't know if it's a white people thing. Just not an Asian person thing, as far as I know. Obviously, you go in the house and all your parents are like, "Hey, gotta put on slippers." You're like, "Okay," but when you leave the house, you don't put on slippers. Anyways, I don't like the characters. The Roach lady is cool, except she's not. She did some pretty heartwarming things for the Star arc, and then like never again. There's hinted that she's got some like really sad sob story somewhere, but uh, not yet, I guess. Not yet. So, hmm, how hard does Urus carry? Chris, tell me.
I think I'm gonna give it a 7, honestly, for
What the
characters.
fuck? What? What? I'll write it down. I'll document it. But what? What? Why? Why? Please, actually explain before I give a score. Why?
I think I really enjoy how this one had all the characters feel like they're a part of the story meaningfully besides the main character.
What is Roach Lady's whole point?
He's the mysterious antagonist. We still don't know.
Would she have done all these things though if the main character wasn't there? I think she wouldn't
No,
have.
important. She's still important.
She's important in a vague, mysterious way that we don't know anything about. That's not. I feel like that's not a good character. She's also very hateable, which I have to give points to. Fine, I'll give it a 5, alright? We'll give it a 5. 2 points for Roach Lady being very successfully hateable, and 3 points for Urus being cute. Alright, we're moving on. It's the skill window score. It was a video game. It was sort of inevitable. Yeah, it's getting a video game out of 10. Alright, what's the final score? I don't know how to do math. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be pretty successful, huh?
Yeah.
It's a flat 7.
That wasn't pretty successful. It was just average. But
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of our scores fall into the 6.3.
oh yeah, because we made a lot of trash.
Yeah, I would argue we read some trash this week as well. But I have a feeling you wouldn't say the same somehow.
This was better trash.
Yeah, well, I feel compelled to just be like, all right, Lone Spell Cost of Time. Let's go. And then maybe we'll rate it higher, you know? Maybe we'll like it more. I don't think so, but we'll see. Uh, but you know, we deserve to have some good things, right?
Yeah.
So to that end, we're going to go back to Asura, and I'm gonna suggest something that I think is actually pretty heartwarming, honestly. It's not the most insane story. It is sort of a power fantasy, but not in the way you'd expect either. It's like a power fantasy in the same way that you just see a character and you're like, that's a genius right there, you know?
Oh.
No, I'm scrolling through trying to find it, but I can't actually find it. Where is it? Yes, there we are. I'll update the title because I have decided this is what we're reading. It's called Infinite Mage. Have you read this one, Chris?
No.
First time. Infinite Mage. It's a good one. It's got 57 chapters, but that's fine because we're going towards the Thanksgiving Turkey Day. Also, the artist, uh, it's assisted at least by Redeye Studio. so, so yeah, you know, good things would happen, right? Oh, and the author is also in Redeye Studio, or like contracted with it. Looks like. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it'll be good. But that's that for 99 Wooden Stick. Yeah, if you want to read like Tower of God but with less characters and in the video game, and also same hateable Rachel, except you get to stare at her thighs a whole bunch, that's this. You can stare at the main character's thighs anytime. He likes showing them off. Alright. Uh, that's that. Yeah, now feel free to smash the like button, and well, we'll see you next time.
Woo.
Yeah, happy Turkey Day. Goodbye.